Thanks for tuning in to Bourbon Drop. I'm your host, Myron. Today, I went on a 4-store bourbon run and I picked up quite a few bottles. I've got one of the bottles in this glass right here, right now. So today, you're going to get a 2-for-1 special. So we'll get right into it. But before we get into it, I just need you guys to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, things like that help me out. I also want to thank the stores that didn't mind me coming in there, that put up with me. You've got Ladies Liquors, that was the first store on the list. That is in La Plata. If you are in La Plata, Ladies Liquors is a great store to go to and pick up some bottles. You've got Jimmy Paddock's, that is also in La Plata. That is a great store. The staff in all of these stores, the staff are amazing. The owners are amazing. The third store on the list, that was S&W Liquors in Temple Hills. Kevin, shout out to Kevin, man. We talked for about 30 to 45 minutes before I even started filming. I mean, he will talk to you like he has known you all his life. He is a very generous dude. We even shared a pour of the old Carter back there together. So Kevin, I really appreciate it. And the guys down at Big Mouth Liquors down at Waldorf, man, I really appreciate you guys coming in there and just letting me film the store. You had some really good prices. You had some really cool stuff. So let's get into what's in the bag. First up in the bag is going to be a smaller bottle. It was an older release. This is a 2019 Bond and Lillard. Now, the only thing I know about it is a Campari Group bottle that was put together by, this happens to be batch 2, so this was actually put together by Eddie Russell. They say that batch 1 didn't do so well and that he had nothing to do with batch 1, but this is batch 2. I can't wait to get into it. So basically, it is supposed to be sourced from Wild Turkey. It's supposed to taste a lot like Wild Turkey products. I mean, you've got Eddie Russell putting it together, so why wouldn't it be? Let's get to the next bottle. Had to pick up another bottle of Penelope Architect Store Pick from S&W Liquors. This thing right here, I have not done the review on it yet. My bottle, this is actually for a buddy of mine. My bottle is probably about here, and it is, yeah, we matter of fact, I plan on doing a review soon and bringing it out. That thing right there, it needs to be put on the channel pretty soon. This, I've never seen before. This is a 7-year pin hook. It comes in at 115 proof, 7-year-old MGP. It's got to be good. You see, I already cracked it just to see how the juice was, and can't wait to get that one on the channel. Let's see, what do we have in here? Oh yeah, had to get this, man. I am such a fan of Green River that I had to go out and get the weeded bourbon. The Green River regular bourbon is just, it's some good stuff. If you saw the review on that, if not, go back and check it out. But Green River is some good stuff. I cannot wait to get this in the glass and on the channel. What else do we have in the bag? Oh, had to pick up another one. This one is for a buddy too. I am starting to see these a little more. Matter of fact, the store that I went to last had some of these on the shelf. So now that I know where to go get them, I know of 2 stores so far that I can go get them. I will always be getting them. Now look, we are about to get to what's in the glass. So like I told you guys in the beginning, you're gonna get a 2-for-1. This is also going to be a review. So let me move some of these bottles to the side, give myself some space, get this bag out of here.
Bottle drop, bottle drop, bottle drop.
Here, and we have J.W. Kelly. Now, this is not just regular J.W. Kelly. This is Old Milford Straight Bourbon Whiskey, single barrel, double oaked. It comes in at 109 proof. My bottle was bottled on 12/1/2021. So, J.W. Kelly, there's not a lot of information. There's a lot of cool information on their website about the guy, about his company, how he also had a tobacco company, how he sold that, how he split it up into 2, how he died in, I think it was 1907. But this right here, I got it down right here, and I can't wait to give you guys a review on it. So let's get into the nose. There's a really nice maple note, and almost like a peach note. There's a really nice maple and peach note. Now the bourbon in the glass is supposed to be no younger than 5 years and really no older than 8 years, because they don't give you a mash bill. All they say is the bourbon that is chosen from single barrels between 5 and 8 years old. Side note, I didn't go into the reason why it's double barreled. It is double barreled because it does go into a new charred American oak barrel for another 8 to 12 months. So you're talking about almost another year added on to the original aging of the distillate. So even if it's in a barrel for 5 years, you're talking about maybe 5 years, 8 months. And then if it's in a barrel for 8 years, you're talking about 8 years, 8 months, or possibly 9 years. So just wanted to get that out there. I couldn't even find any place on the bottle where it says it was distilled at. Now, the reason why it says Chattanooga Soul is because when J.W. Kelly came to the United States, he decided to settle in Tennessee, and then he eventually settled down in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So that's why you see Tennessee all over the bottle, and that's why you see this pot still right here, because they said that when he crafted his whiskey or bourbon back in the day, he used an old world pot still. So they've got it trademarked on the back of the bottle. You'll be able to see that. And they've got it trademarked and shown on the front of the bottle. Let's get into the palate. That's a little warm. It's a little warm. It is very sweet up front, very maple syrup up front. It gets a little spiky and a little oaky on the mid to back palate, and it gets charry across the back. The finish is medium. I would say it's a thin to medium finish. I wouldn't say it's long or short to medium finish. I wouldn't say it's long. The mouthfeel is not thin at all. The mouthfeel is actually pretty enjoyable. It comes in at 109 proof, so it should have some heft behind it. Let's go back into the nose. Yeah, that maple syrup note is still there. That heavy vanilla cream is still there. Picking up a little more spice. The peach note that I was getting in the beginning, I'm not getting as much at all. Back into the palate one more time. It seemed to calm down on the second sip. It is not as hot on the second sip, but you still feel it going down. There is a spicy kick in the throat right now, but it is very enjoyable. Now, at $55, I think this is a good pour. So let's get into the breakdown. Is it worth the chase? We don't really know much about J.W. Kelly. So if this is your first time seeing this bottle and wondering, should I run out and go get one? If you see it, pick it up. I wouldn't say I would chase it. I would run all around town for one. The store that I was at, they had 3. I picked up 2, one for me, one for a buddy. So like I said, I would say no, it's not worth the chase, but it is good. It is very enjoyable. It does come in at $55, so that is one thing you have to take into account. Is it worth over retail? Once I looked it up online, I saw it for pretty much around the same price. If you could find it for around $48, $49, $50, that is great. Would I pay $54 for this bottle again? Yes, I would. I think it's a very good pour. It is worth every bit of that $54 that I paid for it. Would I give it to a new bourbon drinker? No. That thing was a little spicy, a little spiky. All right, so you got this thing coming in at 109 proof. And you know how I feel about that. Now, I know what I said about the old Carter coming in at 117, and I did not think that it drank like 117 at all, and I said I would try to give it to a new bourbon drinker. This right here comes in at 109, and it comes in at 109 hot. I am not giving that to a new bourbon drinker. Will it always be on the bar? I like it. I like it enough that I do plan on keeping the bottle on the bar. So once it goes and I am out of it, and I know that store, I know they at least still have one left. Maybe that was just the amount of shelf space they had, because they had a ton of bottles. They'll probably replenish them, but if it is still there and I am out of this one, I will definitely go back and get it. So look, I hope you enjoyed it. With that being said, let the whiskey flow. Never run out unless you head it to a drop. Till next time.